Okay, welcome everyone. So I wanted to film a beginner style yoga flow that's accessible for kids, someone who's just starting out, maybe someone who is a little bit older and needs a little bit of a slower paced flow. So for this class, if you have blocks, you can grab them. If you would like to use two books of the same height, you can. I do recommend using two if you're going to use any at all, just because we have two side bodies, two hands, 2 feet, so you really want to create balance in the body. That's what we're going for. So if you are using them, just set them aside. We'll start in a child's pose today. So come with your toes together, your knees apart. So you want your toes to be together but not overlapping. Start to walk your hands forward, allowing your forehead to relax on the mat here. And if your back is sensitive at all, or if you're tight in your lower back right now, you could walk your knees together, having a support for your lumbar spine. You can always place a towel or something underneath your ankles for a little bit more support. Don't worry if your head doesn't reach the ground. That's not really the point. If you need to place your block or a pillow underneath your forehead to be able to relax in this position, go there now. Make any last movements here in your child's pose. Get to a place where you can be comfortable. If the arms forward are too intense, bring your hands back by your hips. Okay. And start to find your breath here. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up, really expand the lungs, the ribs, the chest. And then exhale with an open mouth. Just sigh all of the air out. Go. Do that again. Inhale, fill all the way up. Really expand the lungs. Feel the ribs expand as you breathe in. And at the top of your breath, feel your chest lift. As you exhale, breathe all the way out. Feel your chest lower, your ribs nip in, your belly draw back and in. Do this one more time. Audible breath. Inhale, fill all the way up. Open mouth, side out. Good. Let's start to find your breath pace in and out through your nose. So you breathe in through your nose, maybe count to 3 or 4. And then close your mouth, breathe out of your nose, feeling your lower belly draw in and up as you exhale. Pelvic floor lifts in and up as well. So just breathing in and out of the nose, feeling what body parts move as your breath moves in and out. Feeling your body connected here to the ground, to your mat. Notice if there's anything here that you do not need, that doesn't serve you. Maybe your body feels sticky in one area. Over the next few breaths, just allow this to release. Allow any tension or negative thoughts to let go so you can fully arrive here for the next, 45 minutes to an hour for your practice. We're going to start to tap into a breath called Ujjayi Pranayama. Now this is a breath that translates to victorious breath. And in this breath, you restrict your throat as if you're going to cough or fog up a mirror. And it creates an audible sound as you breathe in and out of your nose. So it sounds like it has an oceanic quality to it. Some people call it the Darth Vader breath, but it allows you to focus on something as you move throughout your practice. So try to find this breath now. Keeping this breath, start to walk your hands off towards the right side of your mat, all the way onto the whatever surface you're using, your hardwood or your carpet. Maybe even taking your left hand onto the right hand. Press your hands firm onto the ground as you shift your hips back towards your left heel. Really feel the huge stretch created in your left side body, your shoulder. Relax your head here. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale through the nose. Good, and then inhale, walk yourself back through center, and then over towards the left side. Go as further than you think you can go here. Big lateral side bend. Maybe walk your right hand to your left hand. Okay, relax your head, take a few deep breaths. As you're breathing, really think about expanding the back body, not just the front body. And then on your next inhale, come back through center. Press up to your tabletop position. In your tabletop, spread your fingers really wide, big starfish hands here. Allow your shoulders to guide over your wrists and your hips to be over your knees. Press your shins into the mat firmly, and as you inhale, drop your belly. Allow your gaze to go up, tailbone reaches towards the sky for your cow pose. As you exhale, press into your fingertips, round your back, pull your navel in, tuck your tailbone for your cat pose. Again, inhale, drop your belly, allow your gaze to go up, reach your belly towards the ground for your cow pose. As you exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin into your chest, squeeze everything towards the midline for your cow. Keep going here. Think about allowing your breath to initiate or to start the movement. Big exhale. A few more rounds here. There's no right or wrong. Okay? Just allow yourself to be in the movement. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It really just matters what it feels like in your body. Just starting to warm up the spine. Big exhale. Good. Now find a neutral spine here. Press your left shin firmly into the mat and make sure you're pressing more into your fingertips like you have claws rather than your palm, the wrist here. Okay. Press your left shin into the mat. Start to extend your right leg long behind you. Drop and square your right hip down to the floor. You have an option here to take this a little bit further, extending your left arm forward. If this is too much, you can always drop it back down. Okay, I'll do the modified version, keeping my left hand down to the ground. As you inhale, pick your right leg up a little higher, lift your gaze. As you exhale, slowly and with control, pull your right knee into your chest as if you're trying to kiss your knee. Go slow. Inhale, like you're trying to press a really heavy door behind you. Start to extend your right leg long, gaze forward. Again, exhale, round your back, draw your right knee into your chest, really squeeze your belly here, super active. Inhale, slowly start to extend back. 3 more times, exhale, use your breath. Good, inhale, extend. Maybe once or twice you want to try to use the arm. Exhale, draw it in. We can always play around here. You can always go back to the previous position. If you tried and it doesn't work for you, that's totally cool. As you inhale and extend, hold this position extended. Start to bend into your right leg. Okay, option to stay right here, or option to take your left arm, reach all the way back and around, catch hold of your right foot. If you have your right foot, start to kick your foot into your hand, open up your chest towards the ceiling. Take a big stretch, it's balance and core work. I know it's challenging. Hold 3, use your breath, squeeze your glutes, hold 2. With control, slowly extend back and then reset tabletop position. Wiggle it out, maybe make some circles with your hips. If you need to shake out your wrist, shake it out. And then find your tabletop position, okay? Reset into your neutral spine. From here, start to extend your left leg long behind you and then lift it up towards hip height. There's going to be a tendency to lift the hip, try to keep it squared, but use your glute muscle, which is your butt, to lift your leg a little higher. Okay? Option to extend your right arm forward. Everyone, lift up, inhale. As you exhale, pull your knee into the belly, pull your elbow into the side body. Inhale, go super slow. The slower and controlled you are, the more you're working your muscles, the harder it's going to feel. Exhale, draw it in. Ride your breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. If you're at home and you're like, my wrists are really bothering me, you can always do this on your forearm, okay? Or you can make a fist with your hand. We have 2 more. Inhale, extend. You got it. Keep going. Use your breath. Exhale, draw it in. 1 more. Inhale, fill up. Big breath. Exhale, pull it in. Good. This time, extend your left leg long. If your right hand was down, try to pick it up this time. Bend into your left leg. Reach up and around with your right hand. Try to catch hold of your foot. Maybe it's not happening. Maybe you're just reaching and that's perfect. Just stay there. If you catch hold of your foot, grab it, press your foot into your hand, try to lift that connection up towards the sky. Use your breath here. We have 3 more rounds of breath. Make this your own here, right? There's no right or wrong, there's no perfect. I'm just trying to engage your body, lift it a little higher if you have it, reach a little bit more if you don't. Slowly release, find the extension first, and then drop it down. Quick child's pose, shift your hips back. So child's pose is an option to reset, to go back to your breath and connect. At any point in time in your practice today, you need it, return to it and go there. Even if I don't call it, it's definitely an option. When you're ready, press yourself back up, tabletop position. Take an inhale, drop your belly, allow your gaze to go up for your cow pose. As you exhale, cat pose, round your back, tuck your chin into your chest, and then hold this position. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. You can start to make some movement here in your downward facing dog. Allow it to feel good. Some people call this walking your dog by pedaling out your feet, bending into your knees. You can shake out your head. You can nod your head yes. And then find stillness here in your downward facing dog. Check in with your hands. Make sure you're pressing into your fingertips in the middle of your hands, like where your thumb and your pointer finger meet, more so than your wrist, okay? Take your awareness up your arms, eyes and the elbows are facing forward, and then you want to wrap your shoulders down your back. Back is elongated, hips towards the sky, and then really engage your legs here. Try to engage your legs more than your arms to take some of the weight out of the upper body. Extend your right leg when you're ready, huge breath in. As you exhale, bend into your right leg, open up the hip. Start to make some big circles with your right leg. Are you breathing at home? Most important thing is to use your breath. Good. When you're ready, straighten out your right leg, square off the hip. Step your foot in between your hands. And so this might be where you want to grab your blocks. If you need to use your blocks underneath your hands, maybe you step your foot forward and you need to take 3 more steps. That's totally fine. Drop to your left knee, untuck your toes. Whether you're using your blocks or not, walk your hands up your thigh. Okay, you can interlace your hands around your thigh, press your thigh forward as you arch your back, gaze up. The goal here is to sink your hips forward. Make sure your front knee is directly over your ankle. Press firm into your right foot. Okay, so that's the foot that is forward. Squeeze your glutes. Use your breath. Option here to sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. You're going to feel a stretch in the front left hip. That's okay. Deepen the stretch by arching your back. Use your breath. We have 2 more rounds. Big inhale all together. As you exhale, plant your hands down to the blocks or the ground. Tuck your left toes under, lift off your left knee. With control, step your left leg forward and then forward fold. Okay, bend your knees generously here. Grab opposite elbows, start to sway side to side. So have this conscious contact with your feet on the mat here. You really want to press your feet down and then feel the activation in your legs going all the way up to your hip bones and your glutes. Allow your head to be heavy, chin is tucked into your chest. And then release your hands, find stillness. Keep your chin tucked, bend your knees even more. On an inhale, roll all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Take your time here, there's no rush. When you get to the top, inhale, sweep your arms all the way out and overhead, big stretch. As you exhale, pull your hands to heart center, thumbs pressing along your sternum, and just close your eyes. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat along your thumbs. If you want to set a dedication or an intention for your practice, you can do so now. Maybe a simple phrase or an affirmation like, I am strong, I am worthy, or maybe just, I am in control of my breath in the present moment. Any of these things work. On the next inhale, let's sweep our arms up, bring that affirmation to mind if you came up with one. As you exhale, drawing your hands to heart center, we'll take that affirmation out into the world. Good, again, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. As you exhale, dive down, forward fold. Bend your knees deeply, squeeze into your glutes. Halfway lift, inhale, elongate through the fingertips. Here your hands can be on your shins. Drive the crown of your head forward as you press your hands back into the legs. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back with your right leg, step back with your left leg, high plank. In your high plank, it's the same as tabletop position. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, legs are super strong, and our knees are lifted now. Okay, pull your ribs in towards one another. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, slight gaze forward. Legs are super strong. Option to always come down to your knees if you need to for your knee down plank. Okay. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Big exhale. 1 more. Big breath in. As you exhale, either come down to your knees or lower straight down to the mat all the way onto your belly. Hands stay where they are. Bring your toes together, tuck your tailbone, press your pelvis into the floor. As you're ready, inhale, peel your chest up for cobra. Keep your gaze down, squeeze an imaginary pencil in between your shoulder blades here. So, think about that. You're squeezing your shoulder blades, peeling your chest up, really engaging your back muscles. Legs are strong. Exhale, lower. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, peel up, lift up, cobra. Can you lift your hands off the mat? Exhale, lower. Really good job. Tuck your toes. Press up, either high plank or tabletop. If you went to tabletop, tuck your toes, press up, downward facing dog. Together, lift your left leg high towards the sky. Bend into your left leg, stack your hip open. Start to make some circles here with the knee. So it's about mobility. It doesn't matter how fast you go. It matters the controlled motion, the controlled range of motion. So use your breath. Reverse the circles, opposite direction. Relax your head, gaze back. Perfect. Straighten out your left leg, square off your hip. Lift it a little higher as you inhale. As you exhale, you want to shift forward. Pull your shoulders over your wrists. Step your foot in between your hands. Drop to your right knee. Untuck your toes. Start to walk your hands up your thighs. Take your time here. If I talk too fast, no worries. Just go at your own pace. You can always pick it up when you meet me here. And now find this opposition. You're pressing your feet into the ground, lifting your torso up. Feel a huge stretch on your right hip flexors and psoas, that front part of your thigh. Option here to sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Keep your body strong, belly pulls in tight, super strong here. Activate through the fingertips, arms reach up. Last breath. As you exhale, plant your hands, tuck your right toes under, lift off your right knee. Step your right foot forward, forward fold, using your blocks or not. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider than your hips here. Take your left hand underneath your chin to a block or the ground. Bend deeply into your left leg. Keep your right leg as straight as you can. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky for a twist. You can stay here. You can take a half bind, wrapping your right hand around your left thigh. Try to keep your tailbone reaching towards the back of the room here, twisting through the spine. And inhale, your right arm comes up. And then trade sides. Right hand goes down, straighten through your left leg, bend into your right leg. Your left arm sweeps up. Stay here or wrap your left arm around the back or catch hold of your right thigh. Your gaze can be anywhere here. You can gaze down, up, to the side of the room, whatever feels best. Left arm comes up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold once again. So take your toes a little bit out wider. You're still keeping your feet where they are. Start to sink your hips down for your first malasana squat. So in your malasana squat, again, a block is always an option. I'm going to say it like a million times here. Your feet are out wide, heels are kind of pointed in. Now, the action here comes from your feet up. So press your feet down into the mat. Squeeze your glutes, chest is lifted. Option to hook your elbows into your inner thighs. Take your hands to heart center, press your legs away. Belly is in, strong. That means core is in tight, you're activating your muscles there. A few more breaths. Let's go ahead and take this into a twist as well, or a side bend, okay? Snuggle your left shoulder inside your left thigh. Plant your left hand down to the ground, reach your right arm up to the sky, and take a little side bend. Option here to turn your right thumb down to the ground and then wrap your right hand around your lower back. Open up through the chest. If you want to try to take a full bind here, you'll take your left thumb, face it down towards the ground, wrap your left arm around your back, catch hold of your right hand or wrist. Good, slowly release. Hands back to heart center. I'll do it from the back so you can see it this time. Snuggle your right shoulder inside your right thigh. Plant your right hand down. Sweep your left arm up, inhale. If you want to go to the half bind, you take your left thumb down to the ground, reach your left arm around your back. Your right thumb will go down to the ground. This is internal rotation in our arms. You reach behind your right leg and grab hold of your left hand, the wrist, maybe clasp fingers, or use a towel. Use your breath. No worries if you don't get it today. It's a challenging bind. Good, unwind, hands to heart center, and then exhale, forward fold. Heels go out, toes slightly in. Heel toe your feet together, bend your knees deeply. Again, roll up one vertebra at a time. Good, inhale, reach your arms all the way up and overhead. As you exhale, your right hand goes down, reach up with your left arm and then take a side bend. Stay here for your inhale, pull your left shoulder back into space, ribs are in, press into your left foot, exhale deep in the bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand goes down. Keep reaching up, up, up with your right arm, side bend to the left. Press firm into your right foot as you inhale. Exhale, take it a little bit deeper. Good, inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands. Step back with your left leg, but stay off of the ball of your knee. So stay onto the ball of your foot. When you're ready, option to use your blocks to walk yourself up, or sweep your arms all the way up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. So your feet are hips distance apart in your Anjaneyasana. Left hip pulls forward, your right hip pulls back to square your hips as if you were headlights on the car. Okay? We're going north, we're going forward. Lift up through the chest, through the spine, arms up, reach up. Good. So let's challenge ourselves here. As you're ready, I want you to hinge forward halfway with the torso. Just enough so the crown of your head and your back heel are in one long line. You have to press firm through your right foot here. Arms reach forward. Inhale. As you exhale, take your arms out like a T, like an airplane. Core is in super tight. Take one more breath. As you exhale, sweep your arms all the way back so your fingertips reach the back toes. Okay, breath to movement now. Inhale, reach your arms forward and forward. Exhale like a T and back. Again, inhale, T shape and forward, biceps by your ears. Exhale, back and back. One more time. Inhale, forward, forward. Woo! Exhale, back and back. Okay, this time reach your arms all the way forward. Lift your chest, crescent lunge. We're going into warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Open up. In your warrior two stance, you have a really elongated stance here. Deep bend into your right leg. Left leg is straight. Torso lifted. Your arms reach front to back. Good. At home, are you using your breath still? Your gaze is at your front middle finger. I know your right leg is on fire. Mine is too. When you're ready, inhale. Straighten your right leg. Drop your left hand down. Right arm reaches up and back. As you exhale, triangle. Tip your hips towards the back of the room. Reach, reach, reach with your right arm. When you can't reach anymore, your right arm goes down. Left arm sweeps up towards the sky. Trikonasana. This is an amazing place for a block. I'll grab mine now. You really want to think about pulling up with your right arm, not bearing a ton of weight here. Legs are super strong. Pull your right rib cage forward, your left rib cage back. Breathe into this position. When you're ready, bend back into your right leg. Sweep your arms up, warrior two. As you exhale, windmill your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Right leg goes back. Lift your hips. Pedal out your feet. Give yourself a second. Good. Take your left leg up. Inhale. As you exhale, step your foot all the way in between your hands. Take a second if you need to get there. Inhale. Sweep your arms all the way up. Find your stance. Hands can be on your hips to help you. You need to pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Strong straight back leg. But if your tailbone feels like too crunchy, you can always have a little bit of a bend into your back leg. Over time, you can straighten it. Make sure your back heel is directly above the toes. Left hip goes back, right hip goes forward. Extend up through the spine. Arms reach up. Strength and stillness, use your breath. Slowly hinge forward. Reach through your fingertips. Long line from the fingertips, the crown of the head, all the way to the back heel. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, arms reach back and back. Inhale, out like a T and forward. 3 more times. Exhale, back and back. Engage your legs. Inhale, forward and forward. Arms are strong. Exhale, back and back. Inhale, forward and forward. One more time. Exhale, back and back. Inhale, forward and hold. Lift your chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, spin your right heel down to the ground. Open your torso and hips up to the long edge of your mat. Reach your arms out long, warrior two. Deep bend into your left leg here. Chest is lifted, arms are pressing down. You want to relax through your shoulders, strong through the arms. Find your balance between strength and ease, right? Steadiness and openness. On your next inhale, straighten out your left leg. Tip this shape back in your upper body. Your left arm goes back, your right arm goes down. As you exhale, take your left arm and side body way, way, way forward, hinge it. Drop your left arm down, reach your right arm up towards the sky, triangle. Your torso still stays square towards the long edge of your mat here. Pull your left shoulder forward, right shoulder pulls back. Engage through your legs, press through the toe mounds. Good, inhale, bend into your left leg, reach your arms up. As you exhale, windmill your hands down. Listen, step your right foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms out and overhead, big stretch, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll go into a balance and then we'll close it out with some stretches. From here, you can take your hands to heart center, you can take your hands to your hips, whatever feels most comfortable. Okay? Start to come to or shift your weight into your left leg. Okay? Lift your right heel off of the mat. So just because you're lifting your right leg doesn't mean you're not engaging it. Keep it super strong. From here, maybe you come to your right tippy toe. Maybe you lift your right leg all the way up on the mat, or off of the mat, knee into your chest. Okay? One-legged Tadasana. So we work in progressions here. Wherever you need to stop, stop. If you fall out, just come back into it. From here, option, right hand, right knee. Lifting up through your torso, chest is open. Option, to start grabbing your peace fingers around your right big toe. Okay, you can start to extend your leg out, straightening out your leg. Okay, maybe you want to try it within your ankle. Keep your chest lifted, try not to lean back. Lean into it, plug your right shoulder into the socket. There's an option here to open your right leg out towards the right. Keep your hips squared if you do this. Chest is open, belly is in. You can absolutely do this with your bent right leg. Use your breath. If your balance is kind of off today, you can always come off of your mat onto a hardwood surface. That usually helps. Just gives a little bit more feedback. Come back through center. Listen, extend your leg, even if it's an inch or two off the mat. Take your right hand to your hip, hold your leg lifted. Hold for 5. Hold 4. Flex through your ankle, toes to the sky. Hold 2, lift a little higher. How high can you go? Hold 1, an inch higher, and lower down. Shake it out. Good job. Okay, other side. Hands to your hips or heart center. Shift your weight into your right leg. Pull your left knee or pull your left heel off of the mat. A soft bend into your right leg is okay. When you're ready, start to pull your left knee as high as you can into your chest. Option 1, take your left hand to your left knee. Core is in tight, stand up. Option 2, peace fingers around your big toe or ankle. I think big toe is easier. You start to extend your leg out straight. Find your balance, use your breath, plug your left shoulder into the socket, stand up tall. Option to open your left leg out towards the left. Good job. Use your breath. Even if you're in bent leg, it's okay to fall out and to come back in. It's always okay to use the wall for your balance as well. Slowly come back in. Now everyone, extend your leg out straight, even if it's an inch off the mat. Engage through the quadriceps, lift the kneecap up. Hold 5, hold 4, 3, lift a little higher, 2, lift a little higher, hold, release, shake it out. Good job. Step to the back of the mat if you moved. Sweep your arms up, inhale, big breath. As you exhale, dive all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, elongate. Exhale, plant your hands, jump or step back. Lower all the way down to the mat when you're ready. From here, take your hands down by your hips. Palms will be facing up to the sky. Press your toes together and then press your toes down onto the mat. so much that your thighs lift off the ground. Okay. Press your hips into the floor, belly pulls off of the ground. When you're ready, inhale, lift your upper body and your hands off of the mat. Okay, locust 1. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Huge breath in. Huge breath out. One more inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, lower down. Good, you have an option here to bend into your legs to catch hold of your feet. If you want to go here, you still press your pelvis into the floor. Squeeze your legs. On an inhale, you kick back. Lift everything up. A little bit of a rocking sensation is fine here in your upper body. Use your breath. Kick your hands into your feet. Kick your feet into your hands. Lift up. Breathe. And slowly lower down. Take your hands underneath your chest. Press up and back. Child's pose. Just a counterbalance. Good. When you're ready, walk your hands up, sit on your thighs, sink your hips to one side, bring your legs all the way around to the front. Bend into your knees, plant your feet on the mat. Grab behind your thighs, lift your chest, inhale. As you exhale, round your back, kind of like our cat-cow pose, but now we're seated. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round, curl, and tuck. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Hold this curled position. Now as slow as you can go, start to roll all the way down onto your back. When you get there, pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock side to side. From here, extend or release your hands. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You're going to take your right hand, thread it inside this little triangle shape you're making with your crossed leg. Left hand goes outside your left thigh. Interlace your hands behind your left leg. So it looks like this if you need a visual. And then you'll pull this shape closer towards your face. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. If you need a block underneath your head, go there. Maybe a pillow. Shoulder blades down your back. A few deep breaths here. Good. Slowly release your hands. Cross your right leg all the way over your left leg, so we're still working the same leg. Drop your legs off towards the left for a spinal twist. So again, if you need a block underneath your legs, take it. Or if the cross is too much for you, you can always uncross your legs and just stack your right leg on top of your left. In this spinal twist, use your breath. Notice your in and out breath. Notice what moves as your breath moves in and out. Relax your lower half. Just soften. On your next inhale, come back through center, squeeze your legs, readjust your spine if you need to. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Interlace your fingers, your hands behind your right leg, and then start to pull the shape closer toward your face. You can bend into your your left elbow, press your left inner thigh away with your left elbow. Relax your head. Take a few deep breaths. Try to invite your tailbone, so your lower back, your glutes, onto the mat here when you do this. One more deep breath. Slowly ease up on your hand grip. Cross your left leg all the way over your right leg, or just stack them. Allow your legs to fall to the right for a spinal twist. You can readjust your back. You can gaze over your left shoulder. Just find this comfortable position and then find stillness. Allow your breath to be circular and round. When you're ready, come back through center. Readjust your spine, uncross your legs. And this time, take your hands to your shins. Okay, left hand on your left shin, right hand on your right shin. Relax your legs. Draw, like with your hands, draw your legs out towards the sides, to the front of the mat, together, and then towards your navel. So you're making big circles with your legs, and allowing them to fall away from each other, to the front, together, and then towards your navel. This is one of my all-time favorite stretches. I try to do it every day. Notice your lower back pressing along the mat here. Reverse the circles, going in the opposite direction. The next time that your knees come into your chest, hold them there. Wrap your arms around your shins. Take your forehead to your knees. Squeeze every muscle in your body like a tiny, tiny ball. So squeeze your feet, your calves, your thighs, your arms, your glutes, your belly, your face. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Take a huge breath in. As you exhale, let everything go. Allow your legs to fall open to the ground. Take up a lot of space here for your final resting pose. You can walk from side to side and like cradle your chest with your shoulder blades underneath you. Allow your body to relax. Close your eyes. Just for a few moments here in stillness. Notice what this practice has done for you. This pose is called Shavasana. We'll stay here for a few moments. Release and let go. before you make any movement, just begin to notice. Notice the sounds that you hear, the cloth and air on your skin. Notice your physical and mental body. Notice your emotional state. And then notice your breath. The thing that connects all of us, the thing that connects your mental, emotional, and physical. As you're ready to start making deeper movement, rock your head from side to side. Notice the ground support beneath you. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, roll your wrist, your ankles. Bend at your elbows and then reach your arms all the way up and overhead. Take a really big stretch. And then one more time, pull your knees into your chest, giving yourself one big squeeze. From here, you can rock to one side, using the strength of your core and your top hand to press up. Or you can rock up and down the length of your spine. Either way will meet in an easy seated position. When you get here, sit up tall, ground down through your sit bones, lengthen up through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and overhead. Bring your intention back to mind here. As you exhale, hands together, bring your hands to heart center. Notice for a moment if your intention changed. Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, and to the self. We'll close this practice with one breath together. Together, take a deep breath in, and a full breath out. Go in ease and live with peace. Thank you for showing up with me. Namaste. Again, thank you for showing up and doing your practice here with me today. I hope that you will look at my channel and see all the other practices that I've posted and check them out. There's some upper body series with weights. There's some more advanced yoga practices, and hopefully I will be able to record some more beginner practices for you. Definitely do check out the meditation. It's a 15-minute meditation with 2 readings throughout it, so that is something that you can definitely enjoy. Again, thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.